What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Alright, continuing on here. Definitely some interesting developments already. All of the monopolies have already been accounted for, so now it just depends on how fast they can monopolize their properties and start getting houses down and shit. I think we're in store for an interesting game here. There's an interesting spread of properties between these characters. They all own, like, two of the characters own 2 different monopolies, and 2 of them own 3. So, pretty even spread between the characters. It's about as even as you can get.
Could be interesting.
So, I think we're in store for an interesting fucking game here. Alright, so this is transportation, monopoly, space. So, that's going to go to Mr. Trump.
I hear a new bid. What a great investment.
Yeah, if Trump plays his cards right, he could devastate this fucking board with the transportation monopolies and the green monopoly. Because again, I've seen that be a devastating combo. Holy shit, Obama lands on the tax again. Yikes. That sucks. But, I mean, you know, Democrats do like to tax people. So I guess it's coming around full circle. Although now Trump is paying taxes too. That's funny. I'm sure there's some kind of joke in there about tax returns, but my brain's not formulating it at the moment.
Landing on another player's property means you have to pay rent. The more expensive the property,
so it gives a little bit there to Bush. Oh, the utilities. Ah, he owns the utilities, so he's going to get his hands on some solar energy. You know, renewable energy is one of those things that sounds really good on paper. But once you actually look into it, you realize, oh, it's actually not as good for the Earth as you think it is, and it's also not as reliable as you think it is. I'm not saying that renewable energy is a bad thing necessarily, or should not, you know, be used or looked into. But at the same time, you need to acknowledge that, you know, it isn't nearly this shining beacon of all wonderfulness that everyone claims it is. This is pink, so that's gonna go to actually Bush. So you can buy that outright too. Or have that auctioned off to him. I forgot. We were doing an auction. I didn't really get much sleep today, so I'm like, my brain just does not fucking work. I mean, even on a good day, my brain doesn't work. Because I'm just naturally fucking retarded, but you know. It's all good. I have fun with it.
Wow, you've landed on chance.
Oh, okay. And he can buy that outright, because he's going to be the transportation guru this time around. So he's going to get his hands on Monopoly Air.
Well done. You're now a proud property owner.
Alright, fucking nice, fucking nice. Nice, some free parking.
Well,
hey man, never turn down free shit. It was like actually earlier today at my job. So actually something really awesome happened at my job today. So today my supervisor came up to me, right? And he presented me with a platinum certificate of excellence or something like that. Certificate of... what the hell was it? Certificate of... no, not excellence. It was a platinum certificate of recognition. Because despite the fact that I've only been at this job for like 3 weeks, apparently I'm doing a really good fucking job or something because I'm like fucking amazing. And apparently this company that I work for, they have this like rewards program, right? Where if you're awarded with one of these certificates or whatever, And the platinum one, I guess, is like the highest one that you can get, so that's pretty fucking sweet. But yeah, so they have this like rewards program, and anytime you get one of those certificates, I think there's like bronze, silver, gold, titanium, and then platinum. And I got a platinum one, which again is the highest one you can get, because again, as aforementioned, I'm fucking amazing. So based on that, you get like a certain amount of points, right? And they have this catalog of like different products that you can select from. And like based on how many points you can get, there's like different levels of like each item that you get out of this catalog takes up a different amount of points or whatever. So that was pretty cool. You know, it's nice to, because honestly, at first, when I first started this job, I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to cut it. You know, I was like, I don't know about this shit. You know, this is fucking crazy. You know, with how fast they want me to load this shit, it's like, ugh. You know, it's very daunting at first. And I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to hack it, but yeah, that made me feel a lot fucking better today. You know, he's like, my supervisor came up to me. He's a super nice guy. Came up to me. He's like, you've been doing an excellent job. Your improvement has been amazing throughout the last, like, couple of weeks that you've been here. And I just want to say I appreciate all your hard work and the fact that you actually show up to work. You know, so he's like, I appreciate that very much. So that was very nice to hear that, you know. It's something that I didn't realize that I needed until now, but you know, actually having your hard work be recognized and appreciated is a really, really, really nice feeling. So I thought that was really fucking cool today. So yeah, and I also walked away with some free shit. Like I ended up getting a like a free duffel bag, which is pretty sweet. They said it takes a while though for the stuff to get there because the stuff has to be shipped to the place. So I don't have any of the stuff yet, but I ended up getting a free duffel bag and a free set of like wireless headphones, which is actually really nice because for some reason my fucking laptop has this issue where like if I use like traditional like headphone jacks and stuff, there's this weird like buzzing sound, and even if I just use like the laptop's natural speakers, for whatever reason there's this like annoying buzzing sound, and it's incredibly annoying, and I'm just like, fucking why? But it doesn't happen whenever I use like Bluetooth stuff. Like when I use my Bluetooth speaker, which is what I usually use for audio whenever I'm using my laptop, I don't seem to have any issues with that. So so I've been kind of thinking about getting like a pair of wireless headphones, so that kind of takes care of that. So that's pretty fucking sweet. I mean, I imagine it's probably, you know, they're probably not going to be the best, you know, headphones or whatever, but so long as they're functional, I don't really care. You know, there's a time in my life growing up where I kind of grew up a little bit, like, not super poor, but, you know, you had to learn how to make the most of what you had, and I may not have had, like, the latest and greatest stuff, you know, but you learn to enjoy the simple things in life, you know? Be thankful for the things that you do have, you know? You may not always have the latest and greatest tech. You may not always have the latest and greatest stuff, but you know what? So long as the stuff that you have does work and stuff like that, you know what? Be thankful for what you do have. Never take anything for granted. I learned those lessons at a very young age, you know, growing up in a... You know, for a while there, my family was in a very sticky financial situation. You know, you learn a lot of valuable lessons from that. And that was one of the lessons I learned. You know, you learn how to do a lot with a little bit, and you learn to never take anything for granted. You learn how to make the most of what you have. So, yeah. So, I mean, I got myself some, you know, wireless headphones, so that's cool. And again, even if they're not the best headphones, again, I don't care. As long as they're functional, that's what fucking matters. You may not have the best sound quality or whatever, but I don't really care.
Time to pay the rent.
You know, the kind of headphones and stuff that we had when we were kids, you know, were not the best quality either. But they were functional. They worked. And that's what matters.
Wow, you've landed on chance.
I remember when we used to have fucking portable CD players, man. I remember when I got one of those for Christmas. That was a big fucking deal back in the day. I never actually really ended up using it that much now that I think about it, but that was a big fucking deal back in the day when I got one of those portable CD players, man. That was a big fucking deal. Yeah. Alright, so I was kind of rambling on there, but Trump ended up getting his hands on green. So he monopolized green. Also, Bush monopolized the fucking utilities there. Trump doesn't really have enough money yet to put any houses down, though, on green. Because that shit's crazy expensive to get houses down on that shit. Usually the rule is, usually when I'm playing like regular Monopoly, I know the money works a little bit differently on this particular board. But usually the rule is, Obama cannot escape these fucking taxes today. That is fucking hilarious. But normally the way I do it is once a character gets above like $1,000, if they have a monopolized property, then I'll put houses down. But usually I like to wait until a character gets up above $1,000 before I start putting houses down. So that's typically what I stick to.
Time to pay the rent.
And on this board, it would be 10 million, would be the equivalent of 1,000 on other boards.
You passed go. Time to collect your salary.
Dipping into the community chest.
Into the community chest.
Although that kind of seems more like a Hunter Biden thing rather than a Joe Biden thing, you know, dipping into the community chest, if you catch my drift. Anywho, oh, I love it. I fucking love it. Oh, man, I'm so glad to be back doing this shit again. This feels good, man. Much like the community chest, this feels good.
It's up to you. Buy or auction.
Oh, I could do this all day with the terrible jokes. I really could.
Let's do this.
And I probably will, because I'm an asshole. Alright, so this is going to be light blue. So it looks like Obama's going to monopolize this fucking shit, so that's pretty sweet.
You got a monopoly?
Gets his hands on Athens, which is pretty fucking cool. A lot of history there. Personally, I'm more of a fan of the, island of Lesbos. But, that's just me. That's just because I have a dirty, dirty fucking mind. Anywho. There is so much fucking shit wrong with me. But it's fantastic. I really do love myself.
You passed go. Time to collect your salary.
Flaws and all.
Take a chance. You could
Obama getting a get out of jail free card.
End up out of pocket or even
Must have borrowed it from Hillary.
You've landed on another player's property. Time to pay the landlord. Landing on a monopoly costs.
All right, rocking out on Athens. It's going to toss a little cash Obama's way. The only two characters right now with enough money to put any houses down don't have any monopolized shit yet. Bush is still waiting on that last pink and that last blue.
Landing on another player's property means
Biden's still waiting on that last
the more expensive
orange.
the property, the higher the rent.
Biden kind of owns that one corner there. Not to mention the brown monopoly. Wow, everyone's having a party there. Party on Rome, I think that is.
Time to pay the rent.
Nice.
The owner has more than one transport property.
Man, I was just thinking, this is how they should solve the Ukraine war. Putin and Zelensky just sitting down, battling it out with a game of Monopoly. That's how they should decide the Ukraine war, man. If it hasn't already been decided, or World War III hasn't started yet by the time I get around to uploading this. If that war is still going on by the time I get around to uploading this shit and it hasn't been figured out yet, that's how they should figure it out, man. Just have fucking Putin and Zelensky sit down, battle it out with some fucking Monopoly. That's how they should fucking do it, man. Let me dishing out a decent amount to Trump there. Like I said, man, those fucking railroads, the fucking, or in this case, the transportation, I should say, and the green monopoly can be a devastating fucking combination. I've seen that combination work so many fucking times in this game. That is definitely a deadly combination. Fucking sick as fuck, man.
Wow, you've landed on chance.
So Biden is going to London. Oh, he can buy this shit. Ooh, this might get interesting. If he gets enough, if he gets back to go and has enough money to put some houses down, that could get interesting. Biden might actually be in good shape here.
Relax. It's in your portfolio.
All right, not much happening for Bush there. Now we go to Mr. Obama. Ah, for a second there, I thought he was going to land in jail.
Landing on a monopoly costs double rent. Easy money. You rolled a double. You get another chance with the dice.
Ooh, here we go. Now this.
Collect your salary.
This is where shit gets interesting, my friends. Oh boy. This is gonna put Trump in really good shape here. It's gonna temporarily decrease his funds by a significant margin, but in the long run, this could help Trump a lot. Especially if he gets people to keep landing on those transportation things. He could be in very good fucking shape here. Things are looking good for Mr. Trump, that's for sure. No fucking doubt. Now, because of those houses, I mean, he's down a little bit, but that could be a significant investment that could help him a lot in the future. I feel like it's going to depend on what happens with Biden here.
Time to delve into the community chest.
Okay, still not in too bad a shape. Biden passes go again without any significant issues. He should be able to get a set of houses down on red to compete with Trump's transportation and green.
It's your property. Just enjoy.
Five. Oh shit! Lands him on this. Ooh, this board's equivalent of Boardwalk, in this case Montreal. Never been to Canada. I did actually see Canada once. I've never been to Canada, but I did see Canada once. Me and my dad took a trip through Michigan once. And we were close enough to the border that I could actually see into Canada at one point. We also went to like a fucking Walmart at one point that was very close to the Canadian border. And there was actually like just as many Canadians in the store as there was, you know, Americans. So that was kind of interesting. You saw like a lot of Canadian license plates and shit.
Here come the big bucks.
So shout out to my friends in Canada, which is my second biggest demographic of viewership. Comes from Canada. So appreciate all my Canadian fans out there. Never been to Canada, but I'd like to go someday. You know, just for shits and grins, see what it's like. Not a huge fan of Trudeau, but still. I think it'd be cool to go to Canada. You know, see what it's all about and shit.
You've landed on a monopoly.
Okay, now things are going to get interesting here. As Bush... Ooh, and he's also close to passing go. Holy shit.
You passed go. Time to collect your salary. Time to delve into the community.
Damn! He might actually be able to get 2 sets of houses down here. Holy shit balls.
What's going to happen here?
Holy fucking shit. He's definitely going to go for a one-hit kill strategy here. You know, you don't land on blue very often, but when you do, it fucking hurts. Because that shit's expensive. Even with just 2 houses down. Ooh, this is going to be an interesting fucking game. I can already tell I feel like Obama's going to be falling behind a little bit here. Because he still doesn't have enough money to do anything yet. Ooh, this is going to help Trump out big time, too. Getting his hands on the last transportation monopoly.
Oh, this is
Fucking shit, this is getting interesting. Holy fucking balls.
I hear a new bid.
Alright, so Trump is going to monopolize that fucking shit. Holy fucking crap. Yeah, this is getting interesting. Holy shit. Man, this is getting good. Man, that fucking blue property is going to be deadly if people land on it. It's pretty rare that people do, but when they do, it's going to fucking pay off big time for Bush, and it's going to hurt whoever lands on that shit.
Landing on another player's property means you have to pay rent.
Trump's already got the transportation shit monopolized and 1 house down on fucking green. Which, even again, that's one of those properties where even 1 house, you're going to be paying a decent amount. Ooh, this is getting good. Holy shit. Oh, I was like... Oh, yeah, I wasn't quite sure where Biden was at on the board. I'm sure he didn't even know where he was at on the board either. Alright, well, anyway. Alright, guys. I actually finished my drink, so I'm going to go grab another fucking drink. So y'all, I mean, this is going to be interesting. I have a good feeling that we're in store for a good fucking game here, folks. Y'all are definitely not going to want to miss this, so stay tuned for the next part of this fucking game coming up next. Till then, peace out.